Justin Trudeau's Privy Council had at least 12 staff workshopping Trudeau's Zelensky visit speech. There was also a ranked list of 25 pre-selected diplomats provided to senior officials who were suggested to be in attendance for the Ukrainian Prime Minister's speech to the House of Commons. The planning documents for Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to the Canadian Parliament were made available through access filings facilitated by your crowd-funded donations to rebelinvestigates.com. You'll remember that visit because Yaroslav Hunka, a 98-year-old Ukrainian volunteer to the Nazi Waffen-SS, was given a standing ovation by MPs after he was invited to Zelensky's September 2023 speech. Hunka was honored for, quote, fighting against the Russians, although the Russians were members of the Allies fighting with Canadians against Germany's Nazi forces. Speaker Anthony Rota allowed himself to be the scapegoat of the scandal, resigning his position and taking responsibility for the invite to Hunka. However, documents first obtained by Rebel News showed that the Prime Minister had invited Hunka as well to a pro-Ukraine rally in Toronto. Now, these new batch of internal Privy Council communications reveal there were 12 Privy Council staff working on fact-checking Trudeau's speech, and that's not counting the PMO staff also working on it. Staff were working to confirm that light armored vehicles were made in Canada, and they also mentioned multiple layers of approval and feedback involved in the speech writing process, including this gem here. One bureaucrat writes, "Not my place to make lyrical suggestions, but wouldn't the following from Flanders Fields aptly describe the sacrifice Ukrainian soldiers are making for fellow Ukrainians and for principles we all hold dear, and perhaps give a typically Canadian overlay to our expression of solidarity, perhaps as a closing line, followed by Slava Ukraini. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold it high." As I said earlier, bureaucrats handling the visit of Zelensky also put together a list of bureaucratic VIPs for the visit and ranked them one by one and again. Yet, no one had time to Google Yaroslav Hunka. Perhaps these bureaucrats need to spend less time trying to make Trudeau seem smart and more time stopping him from making Canadians seem stupid. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. If you'd like to make a donation to offset our access to information filing costs, please make a donation at rebelinvestigates.com. We take no money from Justin Trudeau, and how could we ever hold him to account if we did? So we rely on the generosity of you at home. Again, that's rebelinvestigates.com.